Evening, guys. Well, seems like people are having a tough time with the snowstorm. Guess I'll be running this solo for now. Anyway, let's direct to our topic of tonight: the legendary bird Pokemon Articuno of Ice, Zapdos of Electricity, and Moltres of Fire. These are legendary birds who originate in the Kanto region. I'm not sure what each of them is based off, but we're gonna have to go over each one of them one by one. Let's start with Articuno. Yeah, Articuno. Articuno was created out of inspiration of mythical birds from Persia and the Middle East. They're the roc and the anka. The roc is a giant bird of prey known for its strength and ability to lift elephants and whales, symbolizing toughness. The anka is a majestic bird with snow white plumage said to have powers to control ice and snow, resembling Articuno. So it's inspired. So in the real world, Articuno was created out of inspiration of the Persian mythical bird called the Anka. That is interesting. So it's Iranian. So Articuno is actually a bird based off a mythical creature, based off a mythical bird from Iran. That's real interesting. Articuno. So therefore, Articuno is actually Persian, aka Iranian, from Iran, an Iranian ice bird. Interesting. Now let's check this. Let's check this out. Let's check out Articuno. Articuno is an ice flying type Pokemon introduced in Generation 1. Articuno also has a Galarian form introduced in the Crown Tundra expansion pass to Pokemon Sword and Shield. And here it's a psychic flying type. But here its normal stat is ice and flying. Its designation is freeze Pokemon. Height is 1.7 meters, which is 5 feet and 5.7 feet tall. It weighs over 55.4 kilograms, which is 122.1 pounds, which is lighter, which is easy enough for one person to carry. So it's not that big. It is a big bird, but not too big. Its abilities are pressure, and its hidden ability is snow cloak. Man, and check this out. These are Articuno's generation sprites. It has no Gen 7, but it has Gen 8 and 9. And where do you find Articuno? Hey voice, thank you for coming. Feel free to share this with your friends as well. I'm sure they'll like to see this too. Thanks for coming in. C4 Islands, you would find it in red, blue, and yellow. You would have to trade it in these couple versions. Here. In Platinum, you would find them roaming in Sinnoh. Heart, gold, soul, silver, and the sea foam islands. Huh. Then we come to XY, Sea Spirit's Den, and Roaming Kalos. Ultra Moon, Ultra Space, same here, and Sword and Shield and stuff. Now, let's get a look at Articuno's. Ah, hey, Dragon Master, thank you for coming aboard.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, glad you could come on. 13 King Style was having trouble getting on because of the snowstorm, making it difficult for his internet. How's yours on your end?
It's all right. Yeah, the snowstorm doesn't affect my internet too much. Good, glad. Thankfully,
Yeah, same here. Did you ever learn that Articuno was based off a bird native to Iran called the Anka?
never heard of the Anka, but I knew it was based off something.
Yeah, it's some kind of snow dash ice bird, and 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 here's its Galarian form, which is called the Cruel Pokemon as it in this form. You would have to find it in the Crown Tundra during the expansion pass of Sword and Shield.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah, it was introduced. You also, Articuno was introduced in the anime when Ash and Richie traveled to were in Johto, having this was was with a guy with some photographer where they discovered an Articuno in north of the Johto region while on their way to Olivine City. Yeah, but anyway, let's continue. And here's Zapdos, the electric Pokemon. It's electric flying type introduced in G1. And Zapdos has a Galarian form, much like Articuno in the Crown Tundra expansion pack to Sword and Shield. And this is who and this is Zapdos' Galarian form with a strong legs Pokemon. Yeah, like an ostrich. It's a fighting flying type, and its ability is defined. Well, regular Zapdos' abilities are pressure, just like Articuno, and its hidden ability is static. Yeah, yeah. And here are Zapdos' sprites, what it looks like in the games. Yeah, yeah, quite interesting. How Zapdos over the years in in the jet in these in the Kanto games, you would have to find it at a power plant in the Kanto region. In Platinum, it would be roaming Sinnoh, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. You would find it on Route 10. In XY, you would find it in the Sea Spirit's Den and roaming Kalos as well. You,
Right.
yeah, you'd find it in the Ultra games. You find it in Ultra Space Wilds. Yeah, and
I remember how hard it was to catch these Pokemon if you didn't use a Master Ball.
yeah, definitely hard to catch when you're in the very first generation games, especially especially when you're in the Kanto region. Yeah. Oh, right. Its height is 1.6 meters, which is 5.3 inches tall, and it's over 52.6 kilograms, which is 116 pounds. And for its Galarian form, much heavier. While it's the same height as its regular form, its Galarian form weighs 58.2 kilograms, which is 128 0.3 pounds. Quite impressive.
Yep.
Oh, gotta check. Also, something I need to check up on Zapdos.
Mhm.
Since I discovered Articuno's mythical origin in the real world, we should check up Zapdos' mythical origin. Let me just bring up the screen so we can. Here we go. Here it is. Zapdos is a legendary Pokemon known for its ability to control electricity. It is often associated with thunderstorms as it gains power from lightning strikes and said to appear only during storms. The Pokemon is inspired by the Native American thunderbird, which is depicted as a powerful bird that can create thunder by flapping its wings. Additionally, Zapdos is linked to the Persian mythology. Another legendary bird inspired by that from the myths of Iran dash Persian legends.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, a Game Freak likes to like take inspirations from other cultures when they design Pokemon.
Yeah, Zapdos is linked where the Simurgh is a creature that can summon light, thunder, and lightning. Its lore emphasizes its mastery over electricity and its connection to stormy weather, making it a significant figure in Pokemon mythology. A Simurgh. A Simurgh. Huh. Interesting. Now that's interesting. Okay, let's get back. Now for Moltres, the third of the legendary birds. Moltres, Moltres is known as the flame Pokemon. It had it it too, much like Articuno Zapdos, has a Galarian form introduced in the Crown Tundra expansion pass to Sword and Shield. Its height is 2 meters, which is 6.7 feet tall, much much taller than the Articuno and Zapdos. Its weight is 60 kilograms, making it 132.3 pounds total. Quite impressive. Its ability is pressure, just like the other two, while its hidden ability overall is the flame body. Now, in the in in the first three games, you would find it on top of Victory Road. In Fire Red and Leaf Green, you would find it on Mount Ember, which is a which is a different which is some which is located somewhere in the islands of if I'm not mistaken. In Platinum, it's roaming Sinnoh. In Fire and Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you would find it on Mount Silver. XY, you would find Sea Spirits Den, and roaming Talos. And now let's check out its Galarian form. And wow, does that look menacing or what? It's the malevolent Pokemon in its dark flying type stature. Its height it's still the same height, but definitely heavier. 66 kilograms would equal 145.5 pounds. Ain't that something?
Yes, it is.
Its ability is Berserk. Man, man. And now let's check out Moltres' origin. Let's bring it up. And here we go. Mol-
Phoenix.
yeah, yeah. Moltres is a mythical Pokemon inspired by the Phoenix. Yeah, definitely the Phoenix, a legendary bird from Greek and Egyptian mythology. Now this one is definitely yeah. Now this is from a different part of the world, at least. Yeah, Phoenix is a bird known to take shape and form upon life, death, and rebirth. Moltres is yeah, and that's what Moltres is associated with: fire, death, and rebirth. It's characterized by its golden plumage, fiery wings, and the ability to control fire, symbolizing renewal and the arrival of spring. Interesting. It is often depicted as a messenger of spring, with its migration from the south signifying the coming of springtime. Moltres' lore reflects themes of rebirth and transformation, making it a significant figure in Pokemon mythology. Now that is impressive.
Yep.
So, yeah, this one was definitely introduced in the anime as the original legendary bird mascot for people in the Pokemon region to use the fires of the flames of in while igniting the start of their competition.
Which one got introduced first in the anime?
Wow. Besides Ho, which is a Johto region legend, Moltres was officially the first of the legendary birds to be introduced in the mainstream of the anime.
Oh,
And it
God.
was yeah, it's true. Just before Ho was used as the mass fire was used to help with host the traditions of the Pokemon League, there was Moltres. Yeah, there was Moltres. Yeah, yeah. I was introduced. Yeah, I was introduced to this thing on the back of a on the back of a Lunchables box back when I was young in the '90s, up to 2000. Yeah, yeah. They were all introduced together in a live at in the anime in the second anime movie called Pokemon 2000. But in the series, Moltres was introduced in Victory Road, where it was protecting Ash from being attacked by Team Rocket. They
Ah,
were trying. Yeah, the original episode. Yeah, yeah. Here it is. There's Moltres, quite a majestic bird. And over here is where they Ash was in the anime. Ash was Moltres was taking the form of a flame inside the torch that they were carrying down the Victory Road all the way up to the Pokemon League, and they were going to use it to light up the big torch to start the tournament. Oh, and and Moltres in its Galarian form was introduced as one of those six major Pokemon that was owned by a legendary trainer out in Galar. It was in the mines of the Galar region. I mean, yeah, Galar.
I still gotta play the Crown Tundra. Just gotta finish up the previous DLC for Shield.
Cool. I'm looking to get a Nintendo Switch at some point before I start video game streaming as well.
Ah, nice. Are you gonna get a capture card too?
Yes. Anyway, and anyway, I also had to set up. I also had to. I also learned. Well, guys. Yep, definitely. And I'll see how good Moltres can do. I mean, you got. Hi, King of the Mantis. Thanks for stopping in. We were about to wrap up anyway, but don't go anywhere, folks. I've Katie showed me the ropes of how to redirect the stream over to another person's stream. You know, when you want to raid a stream, you would have to redirect from one stream to another. So don't go anywhere, folks. I got the raid set up for Chris Boltz's stream. So be
Nice.
sure to stick around because we're about to raid another stream, and be sure to tune into more of my streams once we come. We won't take care, guys. So let's go and see how Chris Boltz is doing. So have a good night, folks, and peace out. Take care.
Good night.
Good night.